And unfortunately there, they keep, man, they just keep running in there with the two of them, and gonna get them picked off. And another vote to pause coming through here. I'm going to enjoy, actually, you know what, I'm just gonna risk it and say, hey, let's go ahead and commentate through this. Oh, that's why. Blue was timing out. That's why he was running back to base. That makes sense. Okay, let's go ahead and see what we have going here. We have the ward placed here, of course, from Andromeda, keeping an eye on that river, but also, of course, the ward of sight coming from Soup to keep an eye also on that river. Another ward from Soup. Are those the only wards, is the question. It looks like. I believe so. So one ward for the Legion and 2 wards for the Hellborn. Giving them that little bit of vision here. They're wanting to keep track of these runes, I'm guessing, from the looks of it, and just make sure that that middle doesn't get jumped too easily, because, of course, Thunderbringer being relatively squishy. Although he did manage to get up. He's already at level 7. Wow. So he's getting a pretty good farm middle there, I'm guessing. Let's see what he's at. He's at 31 and 3. Swiftblade at 58 and 59 and 30. Well and above everybody else. Man, they need to get a handle on that Swiftblade. He is getting some serious cash rolling here at 368 gold per minute. Pandemonium going down bottom. Looks like they managed to land the... Did they land the 5-second? Yes, I think that they did manage to land the 5-second stun and the Nymphora Zeal. So, unfortunately, poor little Panda, I don't know whether he went ahead and ran him back after he reconnected or not, but unfortunate for Pandemonium, which is currently... he's currently level 6, while his 2 lane mates are 5 and 5, so his lane mates are actually keeping up pretty well on the experience. A failed stun there from Witchslayer. I don't think it's going to be hit back with anything. And then, of course, also a failed Aurora from... I'm trying to read, sorry. Looks like Deadwood, has the double damage, going to come in here, and doesn't really have... He's got those phase boots, so he can maybe get up there pretty quick, and he does have his ultimate as well, so if he can manage to land that Rotten Grasp on Thunderbringer, which is playing pretty far back here, he just got his bottle ferried back to him. So we will have to see if this pans out to be anything. Hopefully action doesn't take... Oh, there's the Rotten Grasp. Thunderbringer running up and forward, getting slowed by the tree branch here. Gonna eat the Deadwood ultimate and gonna be punched to death here. Oh, that's gonna take a while to dig those splinters out. So, sorry, Thunderbringer. But yeah, that was actually a really good presence to have ran forward instead of getting caught in that route. But I think he probably should have ran up the river to have tried to dodge it instead. Oh, and Nymphora getting caught over here. She's not going to be able to get out of that. Yeah. Wasn't able to make the run around. I think she was probably going to get creep blocked ultimately as well. But who did we have go down in addition to Nymphora? No, that was just Thunderbringer. But yeah, wow. Plenty of action going on. The score now 4-4. Dead even here, but really we got to watch out for this Deadwood experience per minute, 435 experience per minute, doing very well in middle at level 9. Thunderbringer doing pretty well himself. Bubbles not really doing that well. Speaking of Bubbles, there he comes. He lands his ultimate. Gonna get this Nymphora here as well. Oh, very nice. Very, very nice. I was not paying attention to where that Bubbles was. I should have been. But now Pandemonium picking up and matching the Hellborn's top kills here with Valkyrie, and Pandemonium tied at 3 kills each. Valkyrie being 2 deaths, though, unfortunately, because she was going up against that early tri-lane and having to suffer a little bit because of that. She creep stacking? Nope, she's not going to be doing that right now. She's actually going to pull this creep wave, and they're going to go in there and take care of that. Okay, now we have Valkyrie coming down. Oh, gonna go for the 5-second arrow. No, nobody's gonna get hit by that. Unfortunately, Pandemonium did not decide to run back to his base in a diagonal, well, opposite to his base, diagonal direction. Pretty good attempt, though. Valkyrie is one of those that, you know, if that arrow hits, it's a huge thing, and if it doesn't hit, well, it's just about as equally as damning. It's a very nice thing to have land, but unfortunately, it is kind of just a lot of it's based on luck. There are some really good skill arrows, but ultimately, a lot of them coming down to just, you know, which way is that guy going to decide to turn. You can try and anticipate all day long, but you're probably not going to be able to figure it out. Deadwood coming in there again with another ultimate, punching down that poor little Thunderbringer, and now doing some more farming. Witchslayer going to be getting dangerously low here. Nymphora coming in. Oh, Valkyrie going to make the leap and hit him. Wow, what? Must have spastically just been trying to land that. Oh, and Bubble's going to catch Valkyrie on her way out. Oh, greedy Valkyrie. We knew thee well. But, yeah, Bubble's making himself known to me now. He is actually climbing back up in the experience permanent ladder. Unfortunately, his creep count was really low. He got stuck up here against the Swiftblade, which, of course, is just basically free farming. Yeah, 94 and 51 now. The next best thing that they have on the Legion side is Pandemonium and Deadwood. You know, their combined creep count is just a little bit more than this Swiftblade. So we will have to see how well that pans out. Swiftblade already picking up that Sustainer, working his way to not Battle Fury. I keep wanting to call it Battle Fury. A Runed Axe, actually. If I can actually remember my Han names. Gonna try and do a little juke here with the Deadwood illusion. Of course, no, that's not the real Deadwood. He doesn't do that little of damage. Bubbles jetting out into lane here. I think he just got spotted, though. Oh, he was running away from Swiftblade. Oh, and Thunderbringer eating another Deadwood ultimate. But Swiftblade coming in here, gonna go ahead and use his spin. Gonna try and run down Deadwood. A nice juke coming from Deadwood. Oh, and the silence from Bubbles as well. Perfectly landing there to keep Swiftblade from using his ultimate. He is going to use his ultimate now, but it prevented him from getting his ultimate off on that Deadwood as Deadwood was trying to run away there. If he'd have been able to have gotten that ultimate off, he would have been able to have finished off Deadwood. But great move from Bubbles. Bubbles now, unfortunately, getting dangerously low, but having Swiftblade being forced back by Deadwood. And, the epic samurai charge-off going on there. Both of them killing each other somehow. Wow, I don't think I have ever actually seen that. Man, yeah, I don't think I've ever seen that before. Two heroes managing to physically hit each other, because there's no DPS. But yeah, I'm with this Bruno Bjorn. I didn't know that it could be a draw with melee against each other. Oh, and there's the Thunderbringer ultimate. Where was that at just a little bit ago to have taken down that pesky Swiftblade? Or no, not Swiftblade, Deadwood, before he managed to take out Swiftblade. That would have been very handy. You know, Deadwood not even having any magic immunity, but maybe it was still down. But we have the swap going off on Valkyrie here. Valkyrie eating the Aurora, trying to leap away, but nope, not going to make it. Oh, Valkyrie. And did they get Pandemonium, though? They did get Pandemonium. Wait, that wasn't them that got Pandemonium. Who was it that got Pandemonium? Who is light blue? Oh, I am guessing that was Thunderbringer, maybe. Oh, another Bubbles ultimate going off here and spoiling poor little Swiftblade, who was doing so well. I was bragging on him, and now he just keeps, you know, landing in a pile of splinters. And I just missed another kill. Son of a gun. Thunderbringer running down, giving the assist to Nymphora here, I guess, since Nymphora ended up getting the kill. But yeah, we're starting to see a lot more roaming around here, and the Nymphora ultimate taking her home so she can heal up and be ready to pwn some more noobs, apparently. I'm not saying that any of these guys are noobs. I am just being silly. So far, an interesting game. 13 to 11. Let's go ahead and see what items we have picked up here. We are getting to that point in the game where we've gotten some people that are pretty... Whoa! Deadwood picking up the portal key. Yeah, I guess it's a 17-minute portal key. That's not too terribly unheard of. He's got a really good farm going. So, yeah. Wow, he's got portal key, so watch for that blink punch as he goes for that Deadwood punch. But... I need to get a mod so it'll do that Falcon Punch sound effect there. I love that. I always watch replays with that. Oh, and they're going to try and get... Oh, and they're not trying to get... They are going to get both Nymphora and Valkyrie jumping out of Bubbles' ultimate, but still, it's going to go ahead and land the stun on it. Whenever you run out of that ultimate, it does land a stun. So, yeah, unfortunately for them, not going to escape. Kind of an odd, you know, you would figure that... I guess they were playing pretty far back, though. They weren't that far forward, so that even if there was the MIA call, I mean, you're sitting at your tower. How scared are you going to be, right? Probably weren't expecting four heroes to show up to annihilate them. But Deadwood, okay, let's go ahead and continue with the items before I get lost. Pandemonium, he has his Sustainer already, which will help him a lot with his mana pool, which is pretty difficult. Swiftblade running down on Pandemonium here, getting some help from Glacius and Thunderbringer. Thunderbringer not really needed there, showed up a little late to the party, but certainly enough damage coming out from Swiftblade here, and he is now one step closer to finishing his Runed Axe, as he has already picked up his Bastard Sword. And who just went down up here? Valkyrie, unfortunately, going down again. Valkyrie, how many times have you died this game? She is 6-6. Just ouch. And I was bragging on her early because she managed to get her escape mechanism. And Swiftblade running down. Poor little Andromeda. Another one of those cases where they're sitting at their tower thinking that they can, you know, sit there and sip on their martini. They're going to be fine. But ultimately, they end up getting ran down and brutalized. Bubbles, nice escape there, jetting off into the woods there and getting his Homecoming Stone to go off before they managed to get to him. I don't think they were going to be cutting through there anytime soon. But, yeah, Nymphora just throwing off the stun over there just in case Bubbles happened to be sticking around. They didn't probably notice if he had his ultimate or his Homecoming Stone or not. But we have Thunderbringer and Thunderbringer pretty much running down here. Was going to be helping Nymphora, but Bubbles got a little scared and decided to go ahead and run out of there. Good idea, though, because you don't want to be going up against those three heroes, especially as Bubbles. I mean, you do have that awesome escape mechanism, but yeah, they've got some serious disable, and you might not be able to get that off in time. Oh, here comes the 5-second arrow, gonna land on Bubbles, and she's using the call. The Valkyrie gonna beat him down. Is he gonna be able to escape? No, she's gonna go ahead and back up out of fear. Andromeda probably would have been able to have gotten a stun off on her, but there weren't that many Legion people around. It was just out of fear that she happened to do that. She might have been able to get the couple of auto attacks off that would have taken down Bubbles, but after going 6-6, your team might be starting to tell her to calm down, play a little more defensively. You know, don't go charging the tower, don't be sticking around if you can't see anyone on the minimap. You know, just get the hell out of Dodge. So what if you don't get the kill? At least you're not giving them gold. And a Bubbles for a Valkyrie, I don't think that would have been a good trade if she had died. So that's probably where their mindset's at right about now. They did just do a double pull here, making that ready for this Swiftblade, who is making mincemeat of the other creeps. Has he finished his... It looked like he's finished his Battle Fury, or yeah, Runed Axe. I will stop calling it that eventually here. Oh, down bottom we have Nymphora getting ganged up on by these guys. What were you doing down here, Nymphora? Was she laying this ward? She was. Oh, Nymphora. Going to throw down some wards. Ultimately getting snaked for it, though. Yeah, that's kind of dangerous. You usually want to have a buddy go back there with you, especially if you suspect that they are, in fact, jungling. You might want to have someone go with you, or just be very, very cautious about going in. And, yeah, no way in or out. No way out of that one, really. She did get caught with everyone available to go ahead and continue the beatdown. And they are going to see this Deadwood run by up here. They see he's heading towards Swiftblade. Swiftblade going ahead and running out. Is he going to be intercepted by this Deadwood, though? Does he know that he needs to... Oh, no. Oh, he is going to go ahead and use his spin, but guess what, Swiftblade? Deadwood's ultimate is all physical. Not sure why he did that, why he decided to come down here. If I were him, I would have just ran like the Dickens and gotten the heck out of there. I mean, Deadwood probably would have been able to have caught him with his portal key anyways, but yeah, unfortunately, that's another one of those things, you know, you can get BKB and Deadwood Ultimate's still going to go through it, just like Pandemonium. So they do have Pandemonium doing a little bit of farm here, getting beaten up pretty seriously by